name is Sabrina Deleuze. I'm a second-year engineering student at the University of Central Florida, and today I will be discussing my experiences with ENC 1102, also known as English Composition 2. Unlike most people, I really like math, hence my major. I'm studying to become an aerospace engineer to hopefully be able to say, yes, this is rocket science. That's why I'm here, to learn how to write better. Coming into this course, I hope to learn how to read and comprehend reading material better, as well as learn what my writing skills were. Before the course even started, I knew that the biggest assignment of the course was to write a research paper on a discourse community of our choice. I felt intimidated going, mainly because I've never written a paper longer than 4 pages before. But after the research paper was explained by a professor, it didn't feel as intimidating anymore. After much thought, I had decided to do my research project on Girls Love Travel, a Facebook group that I had been a part of for the last year and a half. It was the first Facebook group I had ever joined in relation to traveling, along with being my personal favorite due to how members are able to comment and create threads off a single post. This community has a wide variety of writers and forms of intercommunication amongst its members, which is why I feel this community should be studied not only by academic writers, but by the everyday dreamers who aspire to see the world one day. The entire research paper was done through Google Sites, and as you may have noticed, the site looked very similar to the Girls Love Travel theme. I did this for many reasons, including to visually please my audience when they would visit my site, and to not directly remind my audience of the Girls Love Travel group as they would read the analysis. My research question for the project would be, with the dangerous and ever-changing world we live in, how is literature and other writing influencing women to go outside the norms and see the world around them? With my question, I looked for sources that would reflect back to the question, and from there, I started my research. My framework for the project was rhetorical situation-based, because I wanted to see how posts could influence someone to be active or non-active. A rhetorical situation is a situation where a speaker or a writer sees a need to change reality and sees that change may be effected through a rhetorical discourse, as said by Grant Davey. Coming off that definition, my attempt with the analysis was to figure out the exegesis, the rhetoric, audience, and constraints of the community, because by understanding the beginnings of a community, the answer to my research question will be answered. In one assignment, we started out our literature review by taking 2 of our secondary sources and finding a connection between the 2 and how it correlates back to our research. Because of this activity, I was able to start a foundation for what would later become my framework. Also with this outcome, the students need to be able to show that they can come up with a strong thesis statement. This will have been much harder than anticipated if we didn't have any of these assigned readings that specifically talked about how to come up with a thesis statement. Thanks to the readings that were assigned for class, I don't think I would have been able to come up with such a strong paper without them. Back when we were doing the reading grids for the articles read in class, we needed to show that we understood the theories and ideas spoken about in the article, such as the importance of rhetorical situation as discussed by Grant Davey. In my reading grid and analysis, I discussed how identifying the exegesis and constraints of a community are vital to understanding your community as a whole. Many assigned readings and reading grids later, we finally started doing real research on our community. Periodically, we would turn in parts of our research one by one, and it would be graded by not only our professor, but we'd also get feedback from our fellow students. This was the most effective factor to improving my overall writing because I was able to see how others perceived my writing and the flaws I couldn't see before. As Richard Straub said, writers write, readers read. Once I was able to fully understand this statement, I saw that everyone plays a role whether they realize it or not.
My overall experience with this course was very positive, and I hope that the next round of students take the time to really learn and appreciate the wonderful works of writing.